Mabuhay ug madayaw. Today, our group will be discuss the different types of forms of business organization. As you know, businesses are usually profit-driven, meaning they operate to earn income and grow financially. Throughout their life, they intended with many groups such as customers, suppliers, and the community. However, not all organizations exist for profit. Some are established for service and public welfare. Examples of these are the charitable institutions, public hospitals, schools, which are considered not-for-profit organizations. It's also important to note that in business, there are responsibilities and obligations. Come up with financial risk. For instance, in partnerships, creditors are demanded repayment not just for one partner, but for all partnerships. This means that if a partner fails, the others may need to cover the debt or share the responsibility equally. With that, we can see that the structure of business organizations affects not only how it works or operated, but also how risks, responsibilities, and benefits are shared. This way, understanding the different forms of business organization is very important. Now, let's dig deeper on what the other forms of business organization. Once again, I am Jaris Alice Cabrera, and I will be calling the
Mabuhay ug madayaw. My name is Janina Manayaga and I am here to talk about the sole proprietorship. Have you ever seen a sari-sari store, a milk tea stall, or a small bakery in your neighborhood? Most of those are example of sole proprietorship. A sole proprietorship is the simplest form of business owned and managed by only one person. The business and the owner are the same in the eyes of the law. That means all the profits go to the owner, but so do all the risk. The advantage: it's easy to start, decisions are fast, and the owner keeps all the earnings. The disadvantage: the owner carries unlimited liabilities. If the business has the debts or losses, the owner must use their personal money and property to pay. In short, high reward but also high risk. For example, Carlo starts Carlo's Coffee Corner. When sales are good, he enjoys all the profits, but when his coffee machine breaks, he has to spend his own savings to fix it. That's what it means to be a sole proprietorship. To sum it up, a sole proprietorship is one-person business that is easy to establish and profitable, but also comes with big responsibilities. So the next time you buy for a small stall or shop, remember you are supporting a sole proprietorship. Thank you and goodbye.
Mabuhay ug madayaw. My name is Angelica Alsumbakil, and this time we will going to discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of sole proprietorship. Advantages of sole proprietorship. First, the owner can freely mix personal assets with business assets. Pwedeng paghaluin ng may-ari ang personal na gamit at ang ari-arian ng negosyo. For example, you can use your personal car for business errands. Pwede mong gamitin ang iyong personal na kotse para sa mga gawaing pang negosyo. Next, we have owner has all the profits for himself or herself. O ang lahat ng kita ay mapupunta sa may-ari. For example, if you earn 10,000 pesos, you keep all of it after taxes. Next, we have ease of formation o madaling itayo. For example, less paperwork compared to corporation. So, ang sole proprietorship ay hindi na kailangan ng maraming papeles upang maitayo kumpara sa mga malalaking korporasyon. Next, we have the owner has full control of the business. Ang may-ari ay mayroong ganap na kontrol sa negosyo. For example, you decide everything from the product, pricing to business hours. Ikaw ang magdedesisyon sa lahat mula sa presyo ng produkto hanggang sa oras ng negosyo. And lastly, we have simple taxation o simpleng pagbubuwis. For example, business income is reported on your personal income tax return o ang kita ng negosyo ay inuulat sa iyong personal na income tax. So, the disadvantages of sole proprietorship is unlimited liability o walang limitasyon na pananagutan. For example, if the business has debts o utang, your personal assets, like your house, can be used to pay them. O upang mas maintindihan pa, kung may utang ang iyong negosyo, ang iyong mga ari-arian tulad ng bahay, kotse, ay maaaring gamitin upang bayaran ng mga ito. We have owner's bias. For example, decision-making may not be objective can lead to poor business choices. O ang paggawa mo ng desisyon ay maaaring hindi maging layunin na maaaring humantong sa mahinang pagpili ng negosyo. And that's all for the advantages and disadvantages of sole proprietorship.
So business partnership, we have four types that we can call partnership in business. So partnership needs two or more people. So basically, you cannot form a partnership alone. It must include at least two or more individuals who agreed to work together. So say for example, Maria and Juan open a bakery together. Since they are two of them managing the business, so that is called partnership. Okay. So the second one, you can contribute beyond just money to partnership. We also have another option like including land, buildings, a vehicle, or money, skills, and knowledge as well. So partnership don't need to give only money. They can share property or even their skills. So example of this one, Maria provide $100,000 cash, okay, while Juan contribute his land to build a small bakery or building or restaurant, and that is called a valid partnership. Maria gives $100 for cash, and then Juan can contribute for the land itself. So the third one, a partnership is defined as a business entity that primarily focuses on profit. So while nonprofit goals or charity purposes are not eligible for partnership status. So for this explanation, partnership must aim to earn money, right? That is very common when it comes to business, to earn money. And you can register the partnership for charity or nonprofit mission. So for example, a tutoring center forms by three teacher who earned income in a partnership, but a volunteer group given free tutoring isn't. Okay, that is the example for a partnership is defined as a business entity that primarily focus on profit, not for charity. So the fourth one and the last one, that is a partnership, are frequently utilized by law firm and auditing companies to manage their operations. And for this explanation, some professional services like law or accounting often use partnership to organize their business. Like, a group of lawyers opens a firm called Garcia and Partners. They work as a partnership, shared profits and responsibilities. And another example of that one, Charles and Keith, like a Singaporean brand named after two brothers. So basically, they are two founder, and they also work as a partner, sharing profits and responsibilities. And that would be my topic, a partnership in business.
Mabuhay o madaya. I am Charmander Landriper, and today I will be explaining about 6 different partnership. So the first one we have separate legal sentence. So this one is like the partnership is treated like another person, like siya sa mga uban nga partner. It kani siya nga partner is like maka-own siya og properties or sign a contract and even be sure. For example, if your partner buy a car nga gamit ang kwarta sa business, that car is belong to the company or business. dili lang sa usa ka partner or sa imo. The second one is mutual agency. Each partner represent the whole partnership. So the meaning, kung isa ka partner mo decide or mo sign o contract, apil tanan partner ani sa result. For example, if one partner mangutang og 50K for the business, tanan partners is need to help magpay. So the third one is unlimited liability. Unlimited liability, kung wala enough money ang business to pay debts, partner must use their own personal money or things to cover it. Money ang risk nga part sa mga partnership. For example, if the business has 100K and walay funds, so ang mga partners mo ambag gikan sa ilang kaugalingon nga money. So the fourth, life limited. Partnership can end kung usa ka partner mamatay or mo quit or mo withdraw unless magkasabot ang remaining partners nga ipadayon o maghimo og bag-ong agreement. For example, if partner quits, the remaining partners must make a new agreement to continue. So the fifth one, co-ownership of property. Co-ownership of property is tanan gamit or property sa business shared sa tanan. So i-share nimo sa imong uban partners. Walay ako or imuha lang. So dapat yung tanan mo gamit. For example, if one partner is buy a printer for the office, tanan. So tanan partners ang tag-iya na. Not just one who paid. So lastly, we have partnership agreement. This set the rules and responsibilities. Nadiri ang profit sharing, management, ug unsaon pag-solve sa problems. For example, if the agreement says partner A gets 60% profit and partner B gets 50%, then klaro na walay lalis. So that's end my discussion. Next, Miss Abla will explain the 3 types of dividends.
Mabuhay og madayaw everyone. I am Angel A. Avila and I'm gonna be tackling about the 3 types of dividends. Understanding dividends in a corporation. In a corporation, when you are part of a corporation, either as a stockholder or just learning how it works, you might wonder, makadawat ba dayon ko og bahin sa kita ang stockholders? Short answer and simple answer, no, not automatically. So, sa sole proprietorships or partnerships, ang kita diretso sa tag-iya, pero sa corporation, dili dayon ihatag ang kita. Here how it works. A corporation earns income or ang profits, dili dayon siya ihatag ngadto sa stockholders. Ngano, kay kinahanglan una i-approve sa board of directors kung maghatag ba og dividends. Kung ma-approve, mao na ang pwede na ipanghatag ang dividends. So what are the dividends? Ang dividends mao ang bayad o bahin sa kita nga ihatag sa stockholders. Think of it as a company's way of saying na salamat sa pag-invest in us. Here's a portion of our success. But not all dividends came in a same form. There are 3 main types of dividends. First, the cash dividends. Mao na yung pinaka-common nga type and paid in actual cash, usually per share. Example ani kung naa kay 100 shares ug ang dividend kay 5 pesos kada share, makadawat ka og 500 shares. Then sa stock dividends, imbis nga kwarta ang ihatag, dugang ang idugang kay ang shares ihatag. Gina-compute siya based sa percentage. Example, kung na kay 10% stock dividend sa 100 shares, makadungag ka og 10 ka shares. Property dividends mao ni dili kasagaran which is rare. Bayad pinaagi sa butang o assets sama sa produkto, gamit o inventory nga gigamit. Ang kumpanya, for example, mohatag siya og produkto sa stockholders imbis na kwarta. Bonus for this is the regular dividends. Kaning regular dividends kay scheduled nga bayad like quarterly cash dividends siya, and they help to keep stockholders happy and encourage them to hold shares instead of selling them. Mura na siya thank you gift nga permi mo abot. And that's all for my part. Next, Vega will explain the corporations.
Mabuhay ug madayaw, I am Ellen Lizy Vega, and today I'll be discussing the corporation. So a corporation is an incorporated entity established through low-cost operation with succession rights, expiring powers, assets, and properties as stipulated by law. So a corporation is a type of business organization that is created by law. In simple terms, ang corporation kay isa ka artificial entity, meaning dili siya tinuod nga tao, pero gihatagan siya og personality sa balaod, and because of that, a corporation can own property, enter into contracts, borrow money, and even sue or be sued by its own name. Now, let's talk about the emphasis of a corporation. So first, it is an artificial entity distinct from its owner. It exists separately from its owner, meaning lahi og independent ang corporation sa mga tag-iya and naa siya kaugalingong katungod, responsibilidad og obligations nga lahi sa tag-iya. Second, it is formed through operation of law. This is not the same to the sole proprietorship nga makadiretso ka og start, because in corporation, it needs a legal process and approval from the government. Third, it has the right of succession. Bisan pa mamatay or mausab ang stockholders, magpadayon gihapon ang corporation. And last, it has powers and restrictions under the law. So naa sila mga katungod og limitations nga gihatag ug gi-control sa balaod. Let's move on to other important feature. So, corporation has transferable ownership rights. A corporation's share are represented by a stock certificate which can be transferred to other shareholders through sale, donation, or other method. So, ang ownership sa corporation kay gi-represent sa shares of stock nga pwede nimo ibaligya, i-donate, or ipasa sa lain tao. Mauni ang nakapadali nga mausab ang tag-iya without stopping the business operation. To sum it up, a corporation is a legal business organization nga lahi sa tag-iya. Pwede ma-transfer ang shares o pwede magpadayon hangtod gusto pa sa stockholders. That ends my report, and to continue the next topic, let's listen to the next presenter. Daghang salamat.
Mabuhay o madayaw, everyone. I am Michelangelo Ching, and now I am discussing two topics, which is the virtually unlimited life and the goals and purposes of cooperative. So, let's talk about the virtually unlimited life. So, virtually unlimited life is this corporation has a lifespan of up to 50 years. Pero, pwede pa siya mas masobra pa to 50 years pag stay ka sa stockholders and gustuhan nimo, and as long as the business is still ongoing. This can be your decision if you stay more than 50 years of your lifespan or less than 50 years. And now I am discussing about the goals and purposes of cooperative. These are 7 types of goals and purposes of cooperative in our report, but I am only discussing the 5 types of it. And now, the first one is promote thrift and savings. So, if nakay goals nga mag-ipon and makatipid, mas gwapo if imo hamang sa nina po iso ka okay like gwapo man jud ang okay dita maka dili ana daghan ta kag mapili nga gwapo sa kay okay kung how lang jud ka mamili. And because of that, mas dako imuhang masave nga kwarta and mas makatipid ka ana sa mga gustuhonon dali ka kay ka maka ipon ana. So the second one is generate funds and provide credit. Tungod sa imuhang goals and purposes sa cooperative, pwede ka maka-save up sa imuhang mga kwarta, like makabutang ka og funds, and then pag nakabuo na kag funds ana is pwede na nimo siya ibutang sa credit, like dito na lang nimo ibutang tanan na makuha ni mga funds or kwarta for the next months or weeks bana. And then the third one is offer goods and services. Dili maka-offer kag mga foods or anything na makapatabang sa ilahat sa mga tao, and mga service, like pwede siya service nga sakyanan or transportation, or pwede po service na like tabangan nimo sila. And the next one is enhance skills. Pwede nimo i-enhance imong skills sa imong gusto nga skills, like for example imong goal nga karon dili pa ka bala maluto, imong goal kay gusto nimo i-improve imong pagluto, so like mag-practice lang jud ka na magluto and everything para ma-enhance imong skills. And the last one is provide housing. Provide housing is kana more sila yung maghatag sa to, pwede na tumapuyan, like mag-suggest ta sa ilaha, or sila yung mag-suggest sa to kung ahata pwede mo puyo or makapalit og balay. And that's all for my report, and let's move to the next reporter. Thank you.